Hello, and welcome once again to Classical Theories of International Relations. Today we're going to talk about the United Nations. I am Anna, and today Sofia, Alexa, and Fer are here with us in the program.
For those who do not know, the UN is an international organization created in 1995 and composed of 193 countries. Its objective is maintaining international peace and security. The precursor of the United Nations was the League of Nations, created during World War I. This league was established in 1919 under the Treaty of Versailles to promote international cooperation to achieve peace and security.
The most important achievement was the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in the year of 1948, followed by the two covenants in the year 1966. A second achievement was that they contributed in deactivating the Cuban Missile Crisis back in October 1962 between the United States and the Soviet Union. If this has failed, it could have led to a nuclear war.
The World Food Programme, founded in 1961, has generated over 100 million people in 88 different countries get the assistance they need, with the goal to inspire a global movement toward a world free from hunger. In 2012, the United Nations Secretary General launched the Zero Hunger Challenge during the Rio +20 World Conference on Sustainable Development.
Despite its
No te preocupes.
X, Iván lo edita, tú síguele.
Okay.
A ver, Iván, aquí corta. Empezamos de nuevo.
3, 2, 1. Despite its efforts, the UN has experienced several failures. For example, in 2003, the United States invaded Iraq without the authorization of the Security Council. This invasion led to the Iraq War, which didn't end until 2011. It resulted in the loss of more than 400,000 lives.
Second, the UN hasn't been able to properly address the refugee crisis around the world. In spite of the endeavor of commissions and associations, the crisis has continued with more than 30 million refugees seeking asylum.
Lastly, as permanent members of the countries have the power of veto, this power has been abused by members to block investigations, resolutions, prosecutions, among other actions. Because of this, genocide, war crimes, and humanitarian crises have prevailed without clear cooperation amongst international actors.
An idealistic perspective is the following rules and respecting the cooperation given the morals and ethics of the state. Considering this, we can say that from an idealistic point of view, the UN has looked forward to having an international approach among nation states that revolve around the UN to seek an advancing.
One example is climate change. Global climate change has had noticeable effects throughout the years. At present, the world has been suffering from unexpected climate impacts. Examples of actions taken by the UN are the Kyoto Protocol signed in 1995, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change created in 1992, and the Paris Agreement in 2016. The actions, protocols, and conferences have helped in maintaining the idea of having an ideal world capable of combating problems that we face in our world. In idealistic terms, it fits perfectly seeing how the UN has looked forward to combating various issues that happen worldwide.
In present times, keeping an idealistic approach results difficult. The interests involved overpower the mutual agreements. Leadership is a must when solving crises and conflicts. These organizations are the result of the leadership in countries, but it is a necessity to draw a line to allow countries to have sovereignty and self-determination.
This was all from our part.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Subscribe to get notifications when we update with new content.
Bye.